Strip a modern superstar of everything, fame, money, credits, followers, and drop them into 1983 Los Angeles with nothing but their talent and a memory full of 40 years of hits. Could they climb to the top of a Hollywood that has never heard their name? To survive in Los Angeles in 1983, an outsider must understand that the old golden age is dead. The classic studio contract system, which once manufactured and protected stars, has dissolved. Actors are now freelancers, drifting from project to project, and power has migrated to a new breed of gatekeeper. At the center of this shift is Michael Ovitz and his creative artist agency, using a packaging model that bundles scripts, directors, and bankable stars before studios ever see them. This is an industry gripped by caution. The catastrophic failure of United Artists' $44 million epic Heaven's Gate in 1980, which recovered just over $3 million, forced studios to slash their risk tolerance. Without a proven marquee name, getting a mid-budget movie greenlit is nearly impossible. Yet, a quiet revolution is rewriting the balance sheet. VCR ownership is beginning to surge, and by 1984, Americans will rent 304 million videocassettes. This home video boom offers a lucrative second revenue stream, transforming how films recoup costs. But to tap into that gold rush, an actor must first get on screen. In a world without social media, fame is built by hand. Exposure means securing a spot on The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, gracing magazine covers, or winning over studio publicists. The latter is real, but the rungs are made of paper, landlines, and personal handshakes. An elite modern performer stepping onto the pavement of Sunset Boulevard in 1983 is, for all practical purposes, invisible. Telling a casting director that you starred in a global blockbuster 40 years in the future will only earn a quick call to security. To get a speaking role, the Screen Actors Guild requires membership. Joining means paying a one-time initiation fee of $1,474 plus $116 in minimum annual dues. But the union will not even take that cash without proof of eligibility. For an unknown outsider, the only realistic path into the system is the 3-day background actor rule. The performer must secure 3 separate non-union extra jobs on 3 distinct union productions, earning a Taft-Hartley waiver for each day. This is a tactile, slow-motion world. Visibility is governed by the United States Postal Service. An actor must print physical 8 by 10-inch glossy headshots, attach a paper resume to the back, and mail them in stacks to casting directors. Inside those offices, decisions are made using filing boxes, Polaroids, and physical Rolodex cards. There are no digital reels to email, no social media followers to show off, and no online casting portals. Landing even a single day of background work requires pounding the pavement, attending open calls, and building direct, in-person trust with the gatekeepers of the Rolodex. The climb from extra to commercial actor, and finally to a small speaking role, must be built one physical voucher at a time. Once inside the audition room, this anonymous actor carries a toolbox forged by 40 years of industry evolution. The first edge is purely technical. Modern screen acting has evolved toward a highly refined, underplayed naturalism designed for high-definition lenses. While many 1980s actors still rely on theatrical projection, a modern performer understands exactly how to hold the camera's gaze with minimal movement, saving their energy for the frame. Then there is the physical standard. In 1983, Hollywood fitness generally splits between action star bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger and everyday average physiques. A modern actor arrives with the results of modern sports science: lean, highly defined conditioning, precise nutrition, and year-round physical readiness. To a casting director in 1983, this look does not just stand out, it looks futuristic. Alongside this physical standard, the traveler possesses a sharp understanding of the media machine. Decades of surviving rapid-fire press junkets and internet-era media training mean this actor knows how to deliver a flawless, charming soundbite on command. They know how to charm a studio publicist or a talk show producer without breaking a sweat. Most importantly, they understand the future business of film. Decades before Hollywood becomes completely obsessed with intellectual property, this traveler already thinks in terms of franchises, global box office, and personal branding. They know how to position themselves not just as a working actor, but as a long-term business asset. It is a level of strategic foresight that makes them an attractive partner in a rapidly changing market. In 1983, the financial rewards of stardom are massive, but they are bound by flat, upfront fees. To see the limits of the era, look at the decade's biggest paydays. Eddie Murphy rose from about $4 million for Beverly Hills Cop to $8 million for its sequel by 1987. At the absolute peak of action star leverage, Sylvester Stallone commanded about $12 million for Rambo 3 in 1988. Even a rising star like young Tom Cruise earned a straight salary of roughly $3 to $5 million for Top Gun. These performers were paid handsomely for their time, but the modern jackpot structure did not yet exist. Compare those fixed fee structures with Cruise's Top Gun, Maverick arrangement decades later. That modern deal secured $12.5 million up front, plus over 10% of first dollar gross. Paid out on roughly $1.4 billion in box office, it yielded a payout well above $100 million. In the 1980s, net profit points were easily eroded by creative studio accounting, and first dollar gross was a distant dream. For an actor in 1983, wealth is measured strictly in upfront cash instead of long-term equity. An elite modern performer landing in 1983 would likely build a career as a working actor. The physical conditioning, natural camera technique, and media polish are simply too sharp for casting directors to ignore. But superstar status is never solely about talent. True stardom depends on the era's heavy machinery: the agents, studios, coordinated publicity, timing, and blind luck. The traveler's real strategic edge is not screen presence, but knowing which rooms actually matter. While other actors chase every open call, this performer knows exactly which unmade screenplays will become legendary, which directors are on the cusp of greatness, and which massive box office flops to avoid. By making unusually accurate choices and sidestepping the disasters that ruin careers, a rise through the late 1980s becomes highly plausible. If you could take this leap, which decade of Hollywood would you time travel to? Let us know in the comments. The reality of Hollywood is that systems almost always beat individuals. An actor, no matter how physically gifted or perfectly trained, must still submit to the slow physical machinery of the era. Yet, a traveler's foresight remains a recurring advantage. Every time an unmade classic like Ghostbusters or Die Hard appears on a casting desk, that future knowledge pays another dividend. There is a quiet irony here. In the modern industry, marquee names carry far less box office weight, overshadowed by corporate franchises and intellectual property. But in the 1980s, the actor was the brand. It was a time when singular movie stardom mattered more than ever before or since. For a performer armed with 40 years of cinema history and elite modern skill, this is the ultimate playground. Surrounded by the warm glow of celluloid, the hum of analog film, and a town built entirely on personal relationships, they might look at the future they left behind and decide to stay. Today, franchises rule the box office, but the 1980s proved that individual charisma is irreplaceable. Ultimately, systems build careers, but true star power remains the greatest human anomaly. Which decade of Hollywood would you time travel to? Let us know in the comments below.